to this short tutorial on Introduction to Social Network Analysis in Gephi, which contributes to an article in the Bertelsmann Knowledge Hub on social network analysis. So in this short tutorial, we first want to load our data as a network edge list. Second, we want to adjust the layout with Force Atlas 2, a layout algorithm in Gephi. Then run the first, some simple network metrics like degree, weighted in degree, and modularity. In degree here resembles the number of retweets, the number an account has been retweeted. And fourth, we want to adjust the size of nodes based on how often they have been retweeted, and adjust the color based on the community, detected communities based on a modularity-based algorithm, which is here the Louvain algorithm. So first we start by loading our data. So import spreadsheet, and then here for me it's within the Bertelsmann Knowledge Hub folder. You find vaccine edge list and then the retweet network. You press just the default values. Time representation doesn't matter here because it is not a dynamic network. And then we get the report of the import. So it is a directed network. We have 4,593 individual nodes, like users who use the vaccine hashtag during the COVID pandemic or during the observation period during the COVID pandemic. And there are 8,554 edges. So we can append to existing workspace because the workspace is empty. And we can see the network. Because we imported as sums, it sums up the edges here. So it's only unique edges. We start by first laying out this network. So what is this black quadrant? It might look like an art piece, but we want to see the communities. So the Force Atlas 2 is a force-directed layout algorithm that leads to nodes that are unconnected or in unconnected components to repel each other. So we can see now how the network quickly unfolds. And we can see already like the emergence of communities here, or like some parts, some clusters that are more closely connected than others. So we can let this algorithm run until kind of the layout converges and doesn't change too much. And in the meantime, we can run the network metrics that we want to use. So this is first average degree. So we can see a couple of accounts here with very high numbers of retweets, and the in degree as well. They're kind of in degree and out degree. Out degree here is retweeting others. In degree is the number of being retweeted. Average weighted in degree also, so here weighted in degree is that it counts multiple edges as well. That's why kind of the average is a bit higher. And then modularity. We increase the modularity on 5.0 because this kind of increases the group size and reduces the number of communities. So it makes it a bit easier to identify communities for the algorithm. This also takes a bit of time to compile. And we can see in the background that the layout still moves a little bit under the application of the layout algorithm, but soon we can also stop the layout algorithm. So I might stop it now so that the report can compile. So we might wait a bit until this has compiled. So what we would like to do next, we can see some communities in here. And now where we've run the modularity algorithm, we would like to kind of color the partitions of the network, so the communities or modules based on identified modularity classes. Here we can see the modularity-based algorithm identified a community of 21% of users, another one with 20, and kind of like 4 to 5 major communities, let's say 4, above 5%. And here you can adjust the palette by your liking. So these are kind of like summary colors here. And then, or maybe it doesn't have enough contrast, so maybe let's take these ones here. And then apply these color schemes. And now you can see that we have like clear, relatively clear communities. So this purple community here, a brown one, and a green one. These are the three largest. And if you want to know the main influencers, kind of like the accounts that have been the most retweeted in these communities, you can click on nodes. This is the sign here for like kind of node size, adjust the node size, and then use ranking, and then use weighted in degrees. So also kind of repeated retweeting will be counted into it. And this is the minimum size and maximum size. And then you can apply it to the network, and you can see, oh, there are only a few that you can still see, and this is the reason because kind of the number of retweets is very unequally distributed. So we can use a bit of a spline so that the difference isn't too much. And now we can see kind of influencers within the different networks, and that some of the identified communities are actually clustering around only a couple of influencers, so to say. Voting for weighted in degree, you can also identify very quickly the accounts that were the most retweeted and have been kind of driving the debate in these hashtags. So please have a look at the tutorials by others that I suggested in the blog article, and enjoy network analysis with R, Python, and Gephi. Thank you.